So I came to Toronto, right? Talked to a lady for 2 weeks, and then for last week phoned her like 4 or 5 times, confirming, right, that I'm getting a hotel, I'm coming up, I'm on disability, everything's good. She said, yeah, no problem, no problem. She understood me like 100%. She was pulling a scam, man. It's an illegal apartment, totally illegal. I go to hand her the money after looking at it, walk to the bank, come back to her place. As soon as I hand her the money, and I said, here, I just need a receipt for disability. She goes, oh, they can't know you live here. I'm going, pardon me? She goes, they can't know you live here. I go, you knew I was on disability before I came here. What do you mean? She goes, I spoke to my lawyer, and he said that I can't have any paperwork with anybody when I'm renting rooms. And I said, if you had told me this before I came here, I wouldn't even have left. Like, I've spent money to come up here, spent money on the trip, money on accommodations, so I didn't say shit about accommodations. I wanted to, but I just told her, I said, if you had told me that before you came up here, I wouldn't have came. And that was that. I wanted to say everything else, but and then the last minute before I got up here, the hotel was already booked, so I had to find like last minute place. Every hotel was booked. There's some event going on this weekend. I don't know what it is. And the only ones that weren't, they're like 460, 480 a room. And just for like a normal crap hotel, not a good one. So it was kind of a waste of a trip, but at the last minute, man, I don't have data, right? So I didn't know till I got here. My cousin said, hey, don't worry about it, you can spend the weekend here. So I saved the money on the hotel, right? So it wasn't a total waste of trip with this lady leading me around, right? And another guy, 2 weeks, spoke to him, told him the same deal, everything that's going on. He had an illegal tenant in there that he didn't know he could just simply pick up the phone and get out. Because he signed paperwork with them. It doesn't matter. They're renting a room. You don't want them in your home, they're gone. Doesn't matter if they sign 10 contracts and give you 10 grand. They're a guest in your home. It's a 24-hour removal, right? So I tell him all this. He's thanking me. We spoke for almost an hour. I called him twice. Anyways, I get down to coming here, booked the ride, booked everything, getting ready. Call him up. He says, oh, I gave it away already. I go, dude, man, I'm like one day coming up. Like, I just spoke to you yesterday. You said you wouldn't give it to anybody. You were going to hold it for me. He goes, yeah, I know. Someone came. It's a young girl. I think she's going to fit really good. She gave me the money on the spot. I told him I would have gave you money through an email transfer when I first spoke to you. So it's like every time I turn a corner, I keep getting screwed because they're not being honest, right? And the other ones that I do qualify for, that are good, I speak to them and everything, they do the same thing, man. Once it comes down to it, they say, well, but you're on disability. Oh, do you have a guarantor? I say, yeah, I have a guarantor. I've never needed it, never been late on rent, nothing. They don't want to rent to disability because they figure you're going to be in their home sitting there like a piece of crap, using up their hydro all day, right? They don't know I spend all my time outside. I'm active, do physio, walking along the parks, downtown, everywhere, right? I'm hardly home, man. So everybody lies and they tell these landlords all this crap, so they go through it. It doesn't matter what you say to them, you can put it in writing because people have screwed them over before, right? So I'm stuck between, like, I have to put my trust in these people and arrange time to come up here. It's like a 3-hour trip. And my back's pooched, man. That's why I'm making this video. Like, all I've been doing is just on my feet too long. I haven't been lifting or nothing. And the fractures in my spine, I guarantee you when I see the bone doctor, I'm seeing him this month. He's going to tell me, yeah, I was supposed to be in a chair a long time ago, using one of the motor scooterized things, right? So it took me 10 years to stay out of them and keep my mobility and my independence, right? But I can't anymore, man. I just walking around, going on buses and going on the subways and everything, it just shakes and like it's too much, man. Literally, like I can barely walk right now. There's the bench I'm sitting on. There's lovely people, man, on the street. My cousin lives on. Someone put a bench here for people to sit on. And it came in perfect, man, because all I'm carrying is this. That's it. A 2 liter and a 1 liter, a Gatorade. And anything that's more than 10 pounds makes the fractures separate so they're not going to heal. So my back keeps breaking, man, if I can lift anything over that, all right? And that's what's going on, man. It's not even me lifting crap now. It's just me on my feet. The weight of my body is doing it. At one point, it was like 8 years ago, they said if you keep going, you're going to paralyze yourself, right? And I'm at risk of this other thing. It's some nerve damage where you'll burn off the nerve because you're in the pain so much and you're not getting out of it. It flares up the nerve so much that it can stay on like that, maximum pain, or it'll just shut off and you won't have any pain. Neuropathy, something neuropathy they call it, but it's not good because most people it stays on and they're in constant pain, right? So, yeah, man. I need a scooter. I don't got coin for it. I got a place. I got to get. Everywhere I'm looking, I'm being discriminated against just because I'm disabled. And people are even saying, "Oh, you're disabled. Oh, I don't want someone who's disabled in my room." Like literally, even in writing, in replies to me, man. The one lady, she wanted me to go there. She was all hyped up and everything. Said, "I'm great. I've been looking for someone like you." Same guy said this tonight, man. Same guy, man. He goes, "You're perfect. You're just like what I wanted. Come on, come now, come now." He's being quite rude to get me there quick, right? Go there. It's a total freaking dive, man. Like the screen in the back of the place was level with the ground, and you could tell someone would walk right through the screen and just have tape up on it so someone can break in there. Mice and rats can rock, like just walk right in there, have a rockin' old time, right? But I googled it. There's no like bed bugs, no crime in the area. It's right across from Walmart. It was great, but just the slumlord that let it go to crap, you know. So I got one place left, man. I'm gonna upload this as soon as I get home. So whoever's seen it, man, like pray for me, man.